Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to a conversation with a psychologist. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk to a psychologist about their marital problems and what they want to change in their relationship. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene, so listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions correctly. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, let's listen to a conversation between Kathy, Regan, and Dr. Davis as they share their marital problems with the psychologist, Dr. Davis. Let's see how their conversation goes. And don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video.
Thank you both for coming in today. I know it's not always easy to take this step, but the fact that you're here tells me that you both want things to get better. Why don't we start by each of you telling me what brought you here?
We've just been fighting all the time. It feels like we can't even have a normal conversation without it turning into an argument. We can go days without talking, and when we do talk, it just ends badly.
Yeah, I sleep on the couch most nights now. It's like we can't agree on anything. Everything I do seems to annoy her, and honestly, she annoys me too.
I hear a lot of frustration from both sides. Kathy, you mentioned constant fighting. What do those fights usually revolve around?
Everything. But mostly the debt. Regan decided to invest a significant portion of our savings in this business venture, and it failed. We lost so much, and now I've had to pick up more hours at work. I'm just tired and overwhelmed. And I feel like he doesn't see what I'm going through.
I know I made a mistake. I didn't mean for it to turn out the way it did. I was trying to do something for us, for our future. But instead of helping, Kathy just pulled away. She blamed me completely. I felt like I was already at rock bottom, and instead of support, I got silence.
It sounds like both of you have been hurting in different ways. Regan, you were seeking support after a major disappointment, and Kathy, you were trying to manage the fallout while feeling alone in it. Is that fair to say?
Yes. I was so angry and scared. I didn't know how to deal with it, so I just shut down.
And I felt completely alone. I needed her, and she wasn't there.
It's clear that both of you were dealing with a lot of stress, and neither of you felt supported by the other. That disconnect often leads to resentment, and it can build until everything starts to feel like a fight, even small things. Let me ask you both this. When was the last time you felt like a team?
I honestly don't remember. Maybe before all this started. Before the business failed.
Same here. Everything changed after that.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Kathy, Regan, and Dr. Davis. Why did Kathy and Regan decide to go to a psychologist? Kathy and Regan decided to go to a psychologist because they have been fighting all the time. They always argue. They can go days without talking, and they can't agree on anything. What do Kathy and Regan fight about? Kathy and Regan fight about everything, but mostly the debt. Regan invested money in a business venture that failed. How does Kathy feel about this? Kathy is tired and overwhelmed, and she feels like Regan doesn't see what she's going through. So, did you get all the questions correctly? Let us know in the comments section. Now, let's listen to another conversation between Kathy, Regan, and Dr. Davis as Dr. Davis tells them what they can do to fix their marital problems. Let's begin.
When couples experience a major setback, whether it's financial, emotional, or otherwise, it's easy to fall into survival mode. And in that mode, you both start protecting yourselves instead of turning toward each other. It becomes me versus you, instead of us versus the problem. Let me ask this. What do you both hope will change in your relationship?
I want us to talk again. I want to feel like we're in this together, not just coexisting in the same house.
I want her to stop looking at me like I'm the enemy. I want us to rebuild what we had before everything fell apart.
That's a strong starting point. Rebuilding trust and connection is possible, but it will take openness and effort from both of you. One of the first things I'm going to ask you both to do is apologize. Not just to say the words, but to mean them. Kathy, you start.
Regan, honey, I'm sorry for shutting you out. I was overwhelmed, scared, and angry. I know I wasn't there for you when you needed me, and I regret that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, honey. I made a risky decision without thinking it through, and it hurt our family. I see now how much pressure you've been under, and I hate that I added to it. I didn't mean to.
Thank you, both of you. That vulnerability, what you just did, is the beginning of healing. Here's what I suggest moving forward. First, open communication. Set aside a few minutes a few times a week just to talk. Talk about how your day went and how you're feeling.
Okay, we can do that.
Then rebuild trust. Take small steps. Regan, show Kathy that she can count on you in small, consistent ways. Kathy, let Regan know when you see those efforts. Recognition can go a very long way.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Then find time to reconnect. Maybe start by sharing morning coffee or an evening walk.
Okay, I do miss having coffee with you in the morning.
Yeah, I miss that too.
And lastly, consider individual sessions alongside couples counseling. Sometimes we bring our internal wounds into our relationship, and working through those individually can help us show up better for our partner. But I want you to know that you're not stuck. You're just in a season of disconnection. With intention and compassion, you can come back from this.
Thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, thank you. This helped more than I thought it would.
You're welcome. We'll schedule our next session and keep building from here. You've already taken the hardest first step. Now it's all about what you both do after this session.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Kathy, Regan, and Dr. Davis. According to Dr. Davis, what happens when couples go into survival mode? They start protecting themselves instead of turning toward each other. It becomes me versus you instead of us versus the problem. What does Kathy hope will change in their relationship? Kathy wants them to talk again, and she wants to feel like they're in this together, not just coexisting in the same house. What does Regan hope will change in their relationship? Regan wants Kathy to stop looking at him like he's the enemy. He wants to rebuild what they had before everything fell apart. How many questions did you answer correctly? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Go days without talking. Not speak to someone for several days. Significant portion. A large part of something. Pulled away. Became distant emotionally or physically. At rock bottom. Feeling your worst emotionally or mentally. Can count on you. Trusting someone to be reliable or supportive when needed. Now, let's review the key vocabulary used in the conversations. Frustration. The feeling of being upset or annoyed when things don't go the way you want. Debt. Money that you owe to someone else, like a bank or a person. Business venture. A new business idea or project, often one that involves some risk. Coexisting. Living or being in the same place as someone else. Vulnerability. The state of being open, honest, and showing your true feelings, even if it feels scary. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.